The reason why the creator is making the best idle gacha game is for helping the player to play the game while they take their own business or another activity. So, the player will be able to enjoy both of the action together. Just like what I did, I'm working while playing an idle game. This is the best game for us to kill our time while doing our hobby. Can you help this channel grow by tapping a like button? Please enjoy the video of Top 10 New IDLE AFK Game RPG for Mobile, Best New Gacha Android and iOS. Kzero Nightmare. Kzero Nightmare. As the game name, it will represent a dark theme background as the game base. Just look at how the visual scenes of the storyline and how our hero mostly has a darker color. The game combat mechanism is really good. It has the next level of 2D visual with an anime art style. I love how intense and dynamic the skill showcase looks. Honestly, the dark side and how the animation is enough to attract the player to find a new experience of gacha RPG game. From the actual gameplay footage, I can assume the gameplay of Kzero Nightmare is all of the heroes have the same HP indicator as one squad member. The yellow bar indicates your ultimate skill, but also we need to be concerned about the yellow diamond indicator to represent the card we have. Surely as the selections of cards we have, the deck will show the player the number left we have. The purple bar will show us how the intensity gauge will fill up. We have seen so many male and female characters with a great animation when they cast the skill. The music is perfectly blended with the intensity of the combat. Tap the auto button on the right top corner to do an auto action. Kzero Nightmare is the best new gacha game RPG in 2025 we should have anticipated. Pure White Court. Pure White Court. What a great chibi gacha game that's available on mobile. The game concept has a cute and funny looks of the hero, but also the main music background is represented with that atmosphere. The gameplay is quite simple, so the whole team will have one gauge meter to use for unleashing the skill. The energy will recharge over time automatically. Each of the heroes will have a card to select for unleashing the skill. Maintaining the energy based on the team's need will increase the winning rate. Even though the game has an auto features, but we should play manually for a better result, because when we do an auto, the skill will cast slower. So, when we manage the game skill by ourselves, we can directly release the skill when it's ready. Every single story will be able to skip, so we can save more time and gain more material to upgrade faster. At the beginning, we'll get 2 free legendary heroes through the main missions and also through gacha. Pure White Court is the best new gacha game for mobile 2025. Fantasy of Light. Fantasy of Light. This game is available to download on Play Store now. Seriously, it's pretty good in graphic and also how the game runs amazingly on any points level. It's because the game size and how the skill showcase is pretty simple. The whole combat mechanisms allows the player to play auto battle or idle games. The game's level is really easy. I have been playing since the beginning and I have never seen any difficult stage so far. The combat mechanism allows the hero to refill their energy when we successfully land a hit to the enemy. We can't lock the target or aim for a certain monster, so we only need to tap the hero avatar icon to unleash it. It doesn't have any storyline. It's focusing on the dungeon base. Even the game is just released, but the feature has so much. We can do boss dungeon raids with a red dragon, tower level and material dungeons. Fantasy of Light is the best idle game RPG gacha game for Android and iOS. Here's Reverb. Here's Reverb. Now it's released globally and you can get the game officially on Play Store and App Store. Over 100,000 players have downloaded with a high review score of 4.8, which is nearly perfect. The combat mechanism is quite unique. What we should do is place the right hero just before we start the combat. Deploying based on the hero's role play will be the best strategy. The front lane and also back lane is really crucial to face the stronger enemies. In combat, every single thing will do it automatically. We just need to sit tight and see how the game runs in idle. The skill showcase runs so fast, we will finish each of the games within less than 1 minute. Super rare heroes will get freely to help the newbie in the earlier stages. Anyway, the character looks way too small, it's because the camera angle seems quite far. His Reverb is one of the best new gacha games free to play for mobile. Horizon Walker. Horizon Walker, what an interesting gacha game that's available on mobile. As a player, I'm sure the first scene will directly attract you to know about the characteristic of the hero, especially the female one. They all have a great shape with a nice look, making us get closer into the game even further. Try to see how the skin appearance of the hero will represent your imagination. The gameplay is pretty interesting. It has a different combat mechanism where we should drag the hero into a limited circle. We can use so many options of skill even when you just started the game. We don't have to learn about it. Each of the skill will show us how to detail the combat skill. Overall, I was really satisfied with the battle looks, but I think the developers should make an adjustment for the hero's voiceover to make the characteristic way more alive. It's a great strategy and turn-based game that we are allowed to do on autoplay. We'll get a SR hero once we accomplish a certain mission. The hero is quite overpowered in the early game. Horizon Walker is the best gacha game RPG for mobile. Apocalypse Scarlet Covenant. Apocalypse Scarlet Covenant. I know this game was released a few moments ago, but for me it's still really good to play with a fast-paced gameplay in idle mode. The combat mechanism is really simple. We only need to tap the main hero skill when it's ready. The rest, every single skill will cast automatically. If you are looking for an idle game, then it will be a great answer then. So far, we haven't found any good heroes grade. The highest rank I got is only S tier. I hope the developer will give a free SSR hero for the newbies player, so they will have a guarantee to enjoy the game. It has less features and only focus on the main mission. We need more daily dungeons to gain more material or piece of the hero. In fact, the game size is quite high, so we will need to download extra data inside while we are playing the game. Apocalypse Scarlet Covenant is the best global game gacha RPG game for mobile. Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. Finally, the most popular anime game gacha come to mobile with a great combat mechanism. With this genre, the game will show us the actual skill showcase as the same as the anime. I love how the game has the different perspective when we select a hero to do an action. So, we will have a third-person perspective, but when we unleash the action, then the camera angle will go back to normal. So the gameplay of Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is, there is some indicator that will show us how to deal with more damage. Like we can find the weakness point attributes, and also keep hitting the boss monster to break his barrier indicator. Then we'll be able to deal a true damage. To increase the damage multiple times, we should create a combination action by a cooperative ultimate skill between the team heroes. Then you will realize how much damage it deals. This is a collectible based game, so we need to get the heroes through gacha, and luckily I get SSR hero. What a great game! Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade is the best new gacha game Android and iOS. Reverb Blue. Reverb Blue. If you would like to find a tower defense game with an idle-based concept, then this game will be the best to try, even if the game is not released globally yet, but surely the game is worth trying. In fact, it has a very unique mechanism. The combat mechanism allows the player to deploy as many heroes as we can to strengthen our team's power. Every hero will cost a certain number of energy that will be recharged over time. We need to understand which roleplay heroes should we deploy first, like the tanker, and then the range hero after. Strategy is not the only key to reach the victory, but also we need to get a new hero based on the tier quality. This kind of game is really difficult to find now, probably the only game that has a very unique gameplay. Even I don't guarantee the player will play it when it's released globally. Reverb Blue is the best new AFK game gacha for Android and iOS. Mythical Odyssey. Mythical Odyssey. This game is made in Chinese base, where every single thing is represented in that country and how the culture looks so tight. From the hero's appearance, the design of the object and the music, and how the name of the heroes is absolutely Chinese. Actually, the game has an English version already. The whole combat mechanism will do in idle. Seriously, you don't have to touch any single button. Overall, Mythical Odyssey doesn't need a lot of effort to play. The storyline can be skipped at all, and we don't have any features to do some side quests. Surprisingly, the developer only launched one server. As a gacha game, it will give a huge advantage to the player if we spend some cash on it, which is not really free-to-play player-friendly. Ash Echoes Global. Us echoes global. For the last game, proudly I would say this game is one of the best new gacha games on mobile. Seriously, the first free gacha I got 5-star hero with a very strong power. His power will hit the enemy multiple times and continuously. The combat mechanism is really good. It has a tactical gameplay with an active system, but we will need a high concentration to unleash the skill by dragging the skill into a certain enemy. The more AoE effect will give more advantage to the player. It's like a tower defense as well, where we should protect a certain object from the enemy's wave. The ultimate skill is only able to see one time in one stage, so we can finish the game even faster and save more time. It has a storyline with full of voiceover action. These all games are the best gacha game with AFK and idle gameplay for mobile, so you have a lot of options to play by seeing this video. Remember to like this video and see you on the next video. Thanks.